My dear sisters and children, today we saw that today our Mother Church is celebrating the feast of Saint Lawrence. Saint Lawrence has been an example of yesterday's gospel, day before yesterday's gospel, and today's gospel. Yesterday's gospel, what did we see? If anyone wants to be a disciple of Jesus Christ, deny himself, take up the cross and follow. Why did Jesus say this one? Because we saw that Peter was not ready to accept Jesus being crucified or put to death. And when we reflect all these activities, and today's gospel, the words, truly, truly, I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains alone, but if it dies, it bears much fruit. As I said in the beginning of the Mass, why the early church was so fruitful? Because many lost their lives. Many were martyred. Many shed blood, and therefore only early church spread so fast, and especially in European countries. Today it is just the opposite. Even in the Olympics, we could reflect that they are very far away from the teachings of Jesus. Because nowadays, not many are ready to lose their lives or shed their blood for Jesus' sake. But whereas Saint Lawrence, who was a deacon in Rome, and during the persecution of Emperor Valerian, it was the Pope Sixtus II who was put to death, martyred. When he was taken to martyrdom, he pleaded to Pope, please take me also along with you to put to death, to be martyred. Pope told him, don't worry, my son, you will follow me after 3 days. The emperor put Pope to death, thinking that after putting Pope to death, he can take all the wealth of Vatican and he will have it for himself, thinking that after putting to death, he will catch hold of Lawrence, and who was that time in charge of the treasury, that he will get all the wealth of the Vatican. So Lawrence told him, give me 3 days, I will give all the wealth of the church. You all know the story. What is the wealth? After 3 days, yes, here he took all the poor, the lame, the widows, the orphan, and marched towards the emperor and told, take, this is the wealth of the church. Yes, really they are the wealth of the church. Because God cares only those people. And he presented them. And when he asked, where is the wealth? He told, this is the wealth. What happened to the wealth you had in the treasury? He said, I have given out to the poor, the destitutes, and those who are nothing. So he sold out. It is said he even sold out all the church materials also in order to give to the poor, and went empty-handed and embraced martyrdom. That is the beauty. And it is, how did he embrace? He was put to death, burning, and while he burned one side, what a sarcastic or humor we can say. What did he say? Turn me other side, and after fully cooked, eat me. Yes, my dear sisters, we need to learn all these things from this great saint who bore witness to Jesus, just as Jesus had said, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains alone. If Lawrence had not died, he would have remained alone. But he died, and therefore he bore much fruit in the early church. The church now requires people who have the enthusiasm and the will to suffer for Christ. Let us be one of them. Shall we?
Yes.
Yes.